Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will put toe to leather and will get started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up second down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now on the move. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. You know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the back. Keeps the legs moving. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Chubb. He's got him this time. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
When you run those routes, those curl routes, just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Defense in press coverage. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to throw, it's Chop. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the hot hand.
The ball carrier is the running back. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Still running at the 40. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
First down here for the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Intercepted. Got room on the return. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
The give to the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it again. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They want to run it left here. Dances away again. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 17 over the Pandas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass. It's Chop. Unleashes one. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
On the move. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
He's right on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. To the air. It's Chop. Buying some time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And a really short game before. Oh, bunch of company from the defense. The coach still... The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Chubb. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on fourth down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback will keep it. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Alabama will get the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Might as well give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
The give to the tailback. At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They want to run this quarterback. Strong, firm tackle.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it, but this is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Green light. I'm going for it. Second half, man, I can take the lead right here. I like my chances, and even if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field.
Sometimes turning your nose up at easy points can come back to bite you, but can they make it pay off by converting on 4th down? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offense That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in their recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State center.
At the 40, there he goes. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 21, Florida State 17.
The Noles are rolling down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They go to the ground. Pickup of one. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Chubb. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Noles! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 28 to Georgia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Coming up.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll try to sneak it.
First down, Alabama.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll try it over the left side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Crosses the 45. Open runway ahead. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
That's why I like running the football at this juncture of the game. A field goal ties it. You can't go backwards. And by running the ball, you're minimizing the chances for a negative play. So just trust this offensive line. Trust your running backs to get downhill, make people miss, and get you closer to the goal line.
They'll try the right side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
Man, he really wanted that first down, but you've got to understand, it's 4th down now. Got to get the first down, less than 60 seconds, so got to be fast and get the first down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Cut, cut, cut. Freedom, freedom.
Try to get it on the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Yeah, and that was the big part. You got to get the first down, get that new set of downs, stop the clock. Listen, we're still trailing. We still got to be in a hurry. But the #1 priority was getting that first down.
Touchdown time! And they've got the lead.
Bro, I don't know how the hell you be getting that luck-ass shit, bro. That shit, that's so cap, man. He be getting the luckiest shit ever, dog. That shit don't make no sense.
Dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money.
No way that man supposed to be wide open like that, bro. And I got these folks sitting out there. Swear to God, boy, niggas lucky as fuck.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He's open on the right. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Florida State.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. Touchdown, Florida State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had